Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Jim Bull from Jim Bull Talks, coming to you from the back 40 in God's country, downtown Gailton, Pennsylvania. How have you guys been? So, first YouTube video of 2025, and I'm hoping you guys can see me. And I can't even see my camera. I'm hoping you can hear me. Is that any better? I got a fire going. You know, it's almost a heat wave out here today. Most of the country's been in the deep freeze, except for those unfortunate people in California, man. If you have time for a thought and a prayer for those folks, their state's burning to the ground. So keep them in your thoughts. It's been cold where I live, north central Pennsylvania. I haven't been out hiking or anything. I haven't made any videos this year, and it's mainly just because of the weather. I went out, I think it was either New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve, and tried to do some hiking, and it was just, it's the same as it is right now. There's like 2 to 3 inches of snow that's fallen here, but it's been 15 to 20, 25 degrees every day, and it's just frozen, and you can't, unless you have cleats, you can't really, a good chance you slide down the mountain and break a leg. So I've been staying off the trails. We were off for a while for hunting season, and then we tried to get back out there. And this YouTube channel has taken a lot of different turns over the years. It was originally Jim Bull Talks, and then we switched it over to Brat Magazine, which was an off-road racing motorcycle publication we did. And used to get a lot of traffic there, and then COVID dissolved that business, I guess. We were at then 19 years we did that, and had a great run, but everything comes to an end, I guess. So now we're living in Potter County, and I'm trying to get my channel revised, and I'm just going to go out and do some hiking. And we did ATV riding for a bunch of years. We stopped doing that. We rode about 5,000 miles here over 3 or 4 years, and we sold that. We bought a Jeep, so now we can get out and do some Jeep life stuff, right? So stay tuned for that coming this year. Stay tuned for hiking adventures. We have so much going on here. If you're not familiar with our region that they call God's country, we're right, I call you Happy New Year's from my back 40, right? Because I can't get out on the trail. I got a 3/4 acre lot. I wish I had 40 acres out back somewhere, but I got a 3/4 acre lot downtown here. It's pretty sexy, and got a little campfire going today. It's the first day that we haven't had 20-mile-an-hour winds in probably a week. And I was going to complain about that when I was thinking about what I wanted to talk to you about today, but I think about those people in California with those Santa Ana winds, man. I'll take it all day long, you know. My house is standing, all my properties are standing, my business is standing. Yeah. So anyhow, I thought, I got to talk to my folks, though, my people. So I'm coming to you from my back 40 here in downtown Gailton. We're right on the eastern border of Tioga County. We're about 5 miles away from Tioga County. To the south is Clinton. To the north is New York State. We have 15 miles or so, 20 miles to get up to the New York State line. We try not to go there. There's nothing up there we need. But we have beautiful, beautiful country here. It's called God's country, and was originally labeled as the Black Forest of Pennsylvania. The German settlers, when they acquired this area from the Iroquois Indians back, I think it was in the late 1800s, mid to late 1800s, this area was all inhabited by Indians. I know the Iroquois were here, and I know some other Indian tribes were here. And if you go back September, October, you can catch some history that I've been talking about here. But a lot of tall tales from the area. They named it the Black Forest because it reminded them of their homeland over in Germany. You get into some of our forest land here, and it's so dark the sunlight doesn't even peek through. Now, Pennsylvania has done a lot of timbering and lumbering over the years, so there's a lot of areas that are open. I've spent a lot of time out there. The Susquehannock State Forest is here, 250-some thousand acres, and they have an 85-mile hiking loop through there. I think they say 7 or 8 days if you're good, you can get around that. Me, it would probably take a week or so and a half. 7 days if you're good, a week and a half if you're Jim Bull. And I've hiked parts of it. It's really cool out there. I love it out there. I always say that the nature is my church. You know, I get out there and I talk to God, and just it's quiet. And I love my little back 40 here in downtown Gale, but it got traffic and good neighbors. But the Black Forest Trail is here too. Now I haven't attempted to hike that at all. That starts down in Clinton County, Slate Run area. That's a 43-mile loop, and it comes the whole way up to the Pine Creek Gorge. And from what I've read online, it's kind of a black diamond 5-star system. A lot of elevation, up and down, climbing in and out of the gorge. And I'm not, I don't have the hiking legs for that yet, but I'm hoping to get them. So maybe someday we'll get out there and hike the Black Forest Trail. It's a 43-mile loop. Starts in Slate Run, comes up through the Grand Canyon and out through crosses Route 44, Susquehannock Trail System, and interconnects and loops you back down into Slate Run. So maybe someday, you know, we got a lot more of the Susquehannock Trail System. We've done a couple short sections of that. The Pine Creek Rail Trails here, that runs like 68 miles. It originally started in Ansonia and went to Jersey Shore. They've just cut a loop up into Wellsboro. They actually went east toward Wellsboro for a ways, up toward Pagamar, Route 287. They just completed, or they're in the process of completing, the trail right into Wellsboro, and they tell me it's going to eventually go to Mansfield. Our goal is to get it over here toward Gailton to follow the Pine Creek. I've read that trail follows the creek about 52 of the 68 miles that it encompasses. So, and that's a relatively easy system. There are side trails you can hike off of it. There are 1 or 2 campgrounds along that loop, that hiking trail, I believe. A bunch of waterfalls, nothing big, but there's some real scenic stuff out there. And speaking of Pine Creek, fishing, and Kettle Creek that goes down into Cross Forks and to Renova and runs into the Susquehanna River. Great trout, Class A trout fishing streams, and I don't know if I'm using my terms right, but great trout fishing here. They stock those creeks, the lakes. There's lots of lakes around. Tioga County has a couple huge lakes you can take boats out on. I think they're all electric motors. I don't think you can have any gas motors out there. I could be wrong. Hammond Lake and Kalaniskee Lake. You can search those up online and get the details that you're looking for. So lots to see and do here. We have Cherry Springs Dark Skies, and that's one of the, or they say the darkest viewing areas for the stars and the planets east of the Mississippi River. 100,000 people every year come to visit the Cherry Springs Dark Skies, and I think they're doing like a $17 million expansion out there. Putting an amphitheater in, expanding the parking area, separating they have a solar field, I guess they call it, or an astronomer's field. No lights, got to have the right equipment to get in there, but they do have a public parking area where you can go up there and view and hang out, and there's a little campground there, and you can snowmobile out of there, and you can't ATV from there. Close. We have a 43-mile loop in the Susquehannock Forest you can ATV and side-by-side on, and then hundreds of miles of state or township roads you can connect in on there. So I'm just trying to give you guys a little history of what we got here. I wanted to come on and say Happy New Year's and talk to you a little bit and just get outside, because it's been too unbearably cold to even, if your skin was exposed, man, in a couple minutes you're done. Frostbite starts getting you. So when it's 15 degrees and you got 25-mile-an-hour winds, that's no messing around. I got a bunch of young grandsons here. They love to get out and play, and summer or winter time, they go out till they freeze if you don't keep an eye on them. So yeah, watch for more from the channel. Please subscribe, share it, comment, tell me what you'd like to see. I like to talk, go out there and do some Sasquatch hunting, and there's a lot of hairy man tales and the Thunderbird, the legend of the Thunderbird. Just 2 years ago, we had a journalist here at our restaurant. We owned a Brown Bull Cafe downtown Gailton there. I'm a realtor in the area with Pine Creek Real Estate, but we had a journalist in there. There was a Thunderbird sighting along Kettle Creek down near Ole Bull State Park just recently. So weird stuff that goes bumping at night. Do you believe in it? I do. Why not? Just because we haven't gotten a lot of documented evidence doesn't mean it exists. You go out here into these forests, and there's places that I'm sure no man has ever tramped, even just in our little state of Pennsylvania. You think about the big mountains in Canada and out in the Rocky Mountains and the Appalachians and the Alleghenies, and a lot of those run into PA here. But I get out in some of these woods, and I bet, you know, there's trails that man hasn't trampled 2, 3, 4 miles off of these things for any reason. Who knows what's living out there, right? So, um, not my most exciting video, but I wanted to say hey and wish everyone a happy new year. Like I said, just get outside a little bit, burn up some wood, and enjoy nature. The sun's, it's about 3:30, I think. The sun's setting to the west over here. It's starting to go down over the mountain, probably another hour or so. It'll be dark, but the good news is we passed that winter solstice and we're getting toward longer days. And hey, I'm all for getting rid of daylight savings time. I love daylight, so I don't know about you guys. I'd rather have more daylight. It's good for the body, good for your skin, good for your soul. So I could just sit here and talk all day. You probably aren't interested. We could just look up at the sky. It's a little cloudy. I sat out here one afternoon in the fall and just watched. We have military planes that fly over here. The Maryland National Guard trains here, low level, 100 foot above the ground, man. They come right over our house a couple times a week. Now, there hasn't been much activity lately. They could be dispatched to other areas with all these natural disasters. We had these hurricanes and floods and these fires now, man. My wife said, you're going to start a fire, make sure you got a way to put it out, because I got my hoses all put away for the winter that they don't freeze up. So I drug a gallon of water along down. Safety Sam, right? Got to take care of the environment. I don't want to be the guy that starts any fires. And I'd love to build a big one and hang out here all afternoon, but I don't think I'm going to do that either. What about you guys? Drop some comments, man. Let me know what you've been doing in this cold weather we've been having. I think another couple, 2 weeks anyhow, they're saying. Probably the Pennsylvania Farm Show going on right now. I'm guessing the Great Outdoor Show's coming up in Harrisburg in a couple weeks. Motorama races and shows, speed shows coming up there in mid-February. We're going to check it all out. Fishing. I mentioned fishing, hunting. It's all here, hiking, stargazing, just chilling by the fire. A lot of hunting camps here, a lot of second homes, vacation homes in our neck of the woods. Good people, good people. We've been here 4 years, and I know more people in my neighborhood in 4 years than I did 16 years living in my last place downstate. So, yeah. God bless y'all. I hope you're having a great start to the new year. I hope you have the best year yet. I think 25 is going to be a great year. We got a new administration coming in. I think our economy is going to thrive. Big things on the horizon. Love to catch some of them military planes passing over while I'm sitting out here for you guys. It's awful cloudy though. They've been high lately. They've been flying at higher elevations. I haven't seen anything low. My wife, even my daughter, she lives across town with her family. They run when they hear those planes, man. It's pretty cool. Come up right up through the valley here, Pine Creek Valley. Right over the mountaintops. Thank God for our U.S. military. We need to put them to better use. I think that'll happen soon with President Trump coming in. I really, really do. I'm hoping. Smoking the eye. Don't let it go by. Hey, we'll just sit out here a little bit longer, I guess, if you want to. See what happens. You can watch the video as long as you want. You can like it. You can share it. You can subscribe to us. I do Jim Bull Talks on Facebook. That's more of a spiritual type channel. Talk about the Bible and Jesus and the Gospels. I got Jim Bull Talks here on YouTube, mostly outdoor stuff. Jim Bull Talks on Rumble. We started a channel over there. Haven't done much with it since the election. I was starting to get wound up, man. That's where I do my political stuff, my political reviews. What else do we do? Galton Ministerium. I mentioned I'm a realtor here, Pine Creek Real Estate. Looking to buy or sell, hit me up. Brown Bull Cafe. Oh, we sell carports and steel buildings here. I can get you a building in the ground in a couple weeks' time. Competitive pricing, quality service. What else do we do? Trying to get a Boy Scout troop going here. in Gailton with working with the superintendent of the schools over here. It's his idea, not mine. I'm just trying to help. Trying to serve, man. We love to camp. We love the great outdoors. I love the fact that it's not freezing cold, that I can sit out here and talk to you guys. So I guess I'll let you go. I'm going to turn my camera around and let you watch the sunset a little bit over the mountain here if you're interested in that. And then we'll shut her down and get it posted up a little later today. Thanks for watching. Jim Bull Talks out. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day. Make it an even better 2025. Stay tuned to Jim Bull Talks here on YouTube for lots of outdoor activities coming in the new year. And we thanks for watching. Later.